Hi guys, it's Miss McGann. Today we're going to be talking about order of operations when it comes to different expressions and what goes first and how to solve or how to simplify. So we have two expressions here. We're just going to simplify. We aren't solving for x or anything. For the order of operations, it is parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So they like to say PEMDAS, PEMDAS. Really, multiplication and division, interchangeable steps, and then addition and subtraction. You could do one or the other first, just because they are inverse operations. This is kind of just the order we put them in. So first expression we have is 3x plus 2 parentheses 4x minus 6. So looking at our order of operations, if you were given an expression like this, you would want to do the parentheses first. I see parentheses, that's going to trigger me like parentheses first. We have a number or coefficient on the outside of this parentheses. So this means that this 2 is going to be distributed. If you have questions on distributive property, you can look at other videos, but distributive means that it is going to affect all terms. And if you aren't sure what a term is, you can also look at the vocabulary video regarding expressions and evaluating equations and so forth. But we're going to distribute the 2 to both terms. So 2 times 4x, because when we have a number next parentheses, that means multiplication. That's going to give us 8x. And then 2 times negative 6, because we always keep the sign that's in front of the number. And that will give us a negative 12. Positive times a negative is a negative. So now we are left with 3x plus 8x minus 12. And so this is where we're starting, and I'm moving back this way just because I've run out of room with this expression here. So next is exponents. I look at my expression, I don't have exponents. So I'll go to the next step. We have multiplication or division. I see that I'm left with addition, subtraction, so we can kind of skip past that. And we can combine like terms. So if you're not familiar with like terms, you look at previous videos, but like terms or any individual terms that share a common variable, whether that is x or y or x squared or y cubed, they can be grouped together. So 3x plus 8x are like terms. We can combine them together to become 11x. It's not 11x squared. It's just x, so you don't have to multiply the x's together. I've seen people do that. So 3x plus 8x is 11x minus 12. So we did some addition. And 11x and minus 12 or negative 12 are not like terms. So this is the simplest this expression can go. And we're going to look at this next one. This next one does have some exponents. We're going to see how exponents come into play. We have 2 plus x squared minus x squared plus 4 squared divided by 8. So we're going to go through the order of operations. We first have parentheses. Do you see any parentheses here? Right here. So this whole thing, once again, is affected by whatever's on the outside of the parentheses. This we were multiplying to distributive property. This one is squaring all of the terms. So we have a 2 squared and an x squared is what we'll have. 2 squared plus, bring the plus down, x squared. All right. So there's a difference between an exponent and coefficient. I'm just trying to make that look a little neater. Okay. And then we have minus x squared. And then we have 4 squared divided by 8. I'm just going to leave that. Right now, we're going to go through our next step, which is exponents. So I do see a couple exponents here. I did do the parentheses, and we have minus x squared. And then we have an exponent here, 4 squared. So 4 squared means 4 times 4, not 4 times 2. A square means that base multiplied that many times. So 4 times 4 is 16 divided by 8, which we could probably simplify at this point, but we can go through the steps, kind of leave it as is. So now we have our exponents. We're going to do multiplication and division. This would be division. What is 16 divided by 8? 2. Good job. So I'm just going to erase this and make it 2. So now I have 2 squared. Oh, I didn't do my exponent for this one. What is 2 squared? 4. So I have 4 plus x squared minus x squared plus 2. So if I combine like terms, these would be like terms, these would be like terms. They're just numbers, just coefficients. And these are just their x squared. They both are the same variable with the same exponent. So 1x squared, because there's this invisible 1, whenever there's a number, it's just a 1. 1x squared minus 1x squared would mean they're canceled out. And then 4 plus 2, because we always take the sign in front of the number, would simplify to 6. So this whole expression simplifies down to 6. If we're using the order of operations. So just always remember, guys, to follow the order of operations. And if you have any other questions about order of operations, feel free to let me know.